The Millers of Mother's Best Flour bring you that lovesick blues boy, Hank Williams.
I got a feeling called the blues, oh Lord, since my baby said goodbye. Lord, I don't know what I'll do. All I do is sit and sigh. Oh Lord, couldn't Luigi.
The folks who make Mother's Best Flour, Mother's Best Farm Feeds, and the new Mother's Best Self-Rising Cornmeal bring you the one and only lovesick blues boy, Hank Williams. The Mother's Best music makers, and yours truly, Mother's Best little old boy, Cousin Louie Buck.
Yes, sir. You getting so sharp. You feed us to that every morning, don't you?
Yeah, been eating a lot of Mother's Best biscuits. That's the reason.
Sharpen you up.
That'll do it every time.
Right now. Well, welcome, friends. We got a thing here to start off with this morning. A lot of you folks have been requesting. I recorded this, and my half-brother, I wrote it, my half-brother recorded it for MGM, Luke the Drifter. It's a little, it's got a lot of sense in it. If you ever lived on a farm, you'll probably agree with me. Thing called outside of that, everything's in pretty fair shape, huh? Well, I went to the country, and it was just the other day to see my Uncle Bill and sort of pass the time away. I asked him how he'd been since last I'd passed his way, and he rubbed his chin, and here's what he had to say. Now, my wife's been sick, and the young'uns too, and I'm darn near down with the flu. The cow's gone dry, and the hens won't lay, but we're still a-living, so everything's okay. The cow broke in the field and eat up the beans, and the doggone rabbits, they got the turnip greens. My ma-in-law just moved in to stay, but we're still a-living, so everything's okay. My land's so poor, so hard and yeller, you have to sit on a sack of fertilizer to raise an umbrella. And it rains out here nearly every day, but we're still a-living, so everything's okay. The hogs took the cholera and they've all done died. The bees got mad and they left the hive. The weevils got the corn and the rain rotted the hay, but we're still a-living, so everything's okay. The porch rotted down and that's more expense. And the darned old mule has tore down the fence. The mortgage is due and I can't pay, but we're still a-living, so everything's okay. The well's gone dry, and I have to tote the water up from the spring about 1.25 miles. My helper, he quit for the lack of pay, but we're still a-living, so everything's okay. The house, it leaks. It needs a new top, and when it rains, it wets everything we got. The chimney fell down just the other day, but we still here, so everything's okay. The cornmeal's gone and the meat's run out. Ain't got nothing to kill to put in the smokehouse. The preacher's coming Sunday to spend the day, but we're still a-living, so everything's okay. The canned stuff's spoiled, else the jars got broke. All we got left is one old William goat. We're gonna have a new baby about the 1st of May, but we're still a-living, so everything's okay. My crop, it rotted in the ground. I asked for another loan, but the banker turned me down. But we're still a-living and we're praying for a better day, so after all, everything's in pretty fair shape. You ever see as many guys get homesick?
I never did in my life. They was all sitting around here
Pruitt
crying.
was going to get in the floor.
I did, too.
Hell.
He's uncommonly okay this morning. Well, here's something to cheer everybody up. Just the sound of Mother's Best Flour and just the thought of something good to eat made with it. Here's the name of it, ladies, the name of the flour that guarantees perfect baking results. Mother's Best Flour. Yes, even without experience, you can make the most delicious biscuits you ever tasted when you use Mother's Best Flour. Now, that goes for rolls, for bread, pie crust, and cake, too. That's right. No matter what recipe you use, the results are always perfect when the flour is Mother's Best. And here's why. Mother's Best is highest quality. It's twice tested by actual oven bakings for 7 important baking qualities. So it's really no wonder at all that every single time you use Mother's Best, it means the best in baking results. To make your baking even more successful, family-tested recipes by Mother's Best home economist Jean Foster are now enclosed in every sack of Mother's Best flour, with perfect results guaranteed. Mother's Best also brings you valuable coupons for a complete set of lovely Roseanne silverware. And remember this, ladies, Mother's Best flour is enriched with vitamins and iron to help keep your family strong and healthy. So don't wait. Get the highest quality enriched flour that guarantees perfect results. Mother's Best flour. Get it plain, or for extra convenience, try Mother's Best self-rising flour. Ask for it today.
I love to have that gal around. Her biscuits are so nice and brown. Her pies and cakes beat all the rest, 'cause she bakes them all with Mother's Best. Yeah.
Thank you, Hal. Thank you a lot. I got lost there. I didn't know where to go. Right now, it's Audrey's time. It's her time. She's got a sort of a new song. It ain't new to us. I wrote this back in 1941 or 42, didn't it? Long time ago.
My first attempt at it.
It's your first attempt, huh? Used to sing it years ago. Our good friend Braxton Shuford recorded it here a while back for MGM Records. Audrey's gonna sing it for you this morning. Title of it is Why Should I Cry?
Why should I cry? I've never done you wrong. I kept my vows. You left me all alone. You told me you loved me. You told me a lie. Why should I pay? Tell me, why should I cry? Before God above, we vowed to be true. I kept my vows. What more could I do? You walked out on me without a tear or a sigh. Why should I pay? Tell me, why should I cry? You knew I worshipped you right from the start. Gave you my love, never thought that we'd part. You didn't care enough to even say goodbye. Why should I pay? Tell me, why should I cry? You know I miss you now that you've gone. Life can be sad when you're living all alone. But darling, I'll forget you. Your memory will die. Why should I pay? Tell me, why should I cry?
Fine job, Audrey. Thank you a lot there. There you have it. One of my songs called Why Should I Pay and Why Should I Bawl? You don't care at all. Write another one. Get your pencil. Right now, we want to do our morning hymn for all of our good friends and neighbors that listen to our Mother's Best show every morning. Here's one that I can say this, I imagine. I know I can and tell the truth. We get more requests for this song than any number we do now. On all of our shows. We're glad you like it. I wrote this song 2 or 3 years ago. By the way, you can buy this record if you'd care to have it. Audrey and myself on MGM Records. It's under the name of Hank and Audrey. I heard my mother praying for me.
Last night as I lay down to sleep, I heard someone began to weep. Then I got up just to see, and I heard my mother praying for me. She was kneeling by her bed, and tears of pain were being shed. She said, "Dear God, please hear my plea. I heard my mother praying for me." I got my Bible and sat down, and in the holy book I found the way to end this misery. Thank God my mother prayed for me. I read it on into the night, and soon began to see the light. And now at last my soul is free. Thank God my mother prayed for me.
Thank you, Hank and Audrey. Mother's Best, that's it, ladies. The cornmeal that's 100% clean because it's twice clean. Yes, Mother's Best cornmeal is washed with water, washed with air, and it's self-rising, too. The baking powder and the salt are already added, skillfully blended, exactly measured to give you perfect results time after time. Mother's Best self-rising cornmeal gives cornbread and hush puppies that real corn flavor. Ask your grocer today for Mother's Best, the self-rising cornmeal that's twice clean. That's Mother's Best. And now it's Mother's Best time to get out of here, too.
All right. Friends, we'd like to say thanks for listening. If the good Lord's willing and the creeks don't rise, we'll see you in the morning. Lola, put the coffee pot on, put the biscuits in the oven. I'll be there quickly, if not quicker.
Folks, when you spend good money for farm feed, you expect to get your investment back with interest. And you can depend on it when you feed your livestock Mother's Best farm-tested feeds. They're the feeds made to produce more pounds of gain for less money. Find out how Mother's Best feeds can help your animals do a better job, put on faster gains on less feed. Ask your grocer or feed dealer for Mother's Best feeds today. In Leoma, Tennessee, your Mother's Best dealer is the Leoma Milling Company. In Lewisburg, the Marshall County Creamery is your headquarters for Mother's Best farm feeds. Now, until tomorrow morning at this time, this is Louis Buck speaking for Hank Williams and Audrey and all the Mother's Best music makers saying so long, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Hank. Bye-bye, fellers.